Hey guys, it's Bob with JohnyTechReview. Hope you guys are having a good week so far, and today I have a quick review of this Ragu 720p projector. So this is a pretty nice value projector. At about $200 I found that it works pretty well for me for the past month or so. So in the package you will get the power cable, the projector itself, remote control, there's also an HDMI cable. You also get a user manual, but I don't know where I put that. Up front you have the IR port. You also have an adjustment here that you can push to put the leg out just a little bit so you can angle the projector. Of course you also have the lens right here with the lens cap cover. You see how large that is. And here also with this you can also make adjustment on this to make the focus adjustment if needed. There's a dust filter here that you can remove. This is the intake fan, so you can take this filter out to clean it. The fan also exhausts out to this side. As you can see, there's a bunch of heatsink right here. And then in the back you have all the input port and also a keystone adjustment. So here you can adjust to the screen and the power switch right here. So here's all the input option: HDMI 1 and 2. You also have USB port 1 and 2 for multimedia playback. You have composite input, and you also have audio output, so you can output this to allow those speakers if you want to. There's also a VGA port here for computer input, so of course you can use any of these setup here, which works pretty well. At the bottom you also have a mounting set right here, so 4-level mounting hole here that you can use to mount if you have an accessory kit. Of course it doesn't come with one, but that's pretty much about it. The LED in the back here can be adjusted just a little bit, just in case you need to do that. So up top here, as you can see, you have some button. So there is the power button here. You press that twice to turn it on, and you hold down to turn it off. There's also here the function key and also the OK key, and then there's the menu and the source option. Most of the time I will be using the remote control in order to get access to most of these. So this is just to give you an idea how bright the projector is. So right now it's on this wall right here, and I can show you the light. So this is my light over there on the ceiling. It's pretty bright, lit up this whole area. A little bit messy here, but in the basement here, that's gonna give you an idea on this wall right here. You can also hear the projector in the background, the noise that's making, so the fan is somewhat loud. Normally with the speaker on playing with it, you won't hear the fan, but if you are not playing with the loudspeaker, you can actually hear the fan running. So let me go ahead and turn the light off. So just give you an idea of the brightness at night, or really just in a more darker room. Of course, there's still sunlight outside. It's in the afternoon, about 5 p.m. You also have the essential function of the multimedia controls, so playback, fast forward, rewind, etc. And all of this function is good for controlling the built-in multimedia player, which I will show a little bit later. In the middle here, you also have the navigation D-pad along with the OK button. And then at the bottom, you have menu, source, you have ratio, you can change the volume and also flip the screen and also exit like a return button. So if we press menu, we can see go left and right, which will take us to different modes: sound, pictures, here we go, timer, and again you can also go to channel and application. This is the multimedia application. But for example, if we go to the picture, we can also set the picture mode, and we can change the picture mode right here. So we can adjust contrast, all these things right here. And of course the nice thing is you can zoom, so you can do the zoom, different level of zoom here. So right now it's zooming smaller and smaller. Sadly, you can only make adjustment by clicking the same button. You don't have the a button to just change up and down real fast, so you have to go to the various different zoom level and actually get to 25 here, and then go back to the full size all the way large. So you can make it a little bit smaller by using this button and making the screen a little bit smaller and smaller. Of course, you also have the option of adjusting the screen size by adjusting the distance between the projector and whatever you screen or the wall. So let's go ahead and switch to the multimedia. I have a USB stick in there with some media. USB right here. This will launch the media player. And here you can see you can pick photo, music, video, text, example. Let's go to photo for a second. And of course we can see the drive here. Here I have 1 or 2 pictures of my kid, and for example it will play the pictures. Of course it doesn't do a good job of automatically rotate. So yeah, works pretty well. Go ahead and back out for exit here, and go back to the movies, for example. I'm gonna max it out real quick. So we can also fast forward, of course, just like this, up to 1632x I believe. There you go. And if we press play right now, you can see 6 pretty fast. So of course you also have the option to output the sound to a speaker. Usually I play on my computer, so the speaker just comes to my computer. Of course, if you output to the HDMI, you definitely have the option to output the sound to a bigger speaker system if you wish. Of course, while we're here, we can also do stuff like changing the color aspect. So we click on color mode here. We can change between standard, mild, user setting, and also dynamic, as you can see right here. So of course I'm just going to leave on users, usually what I like to do. So again, as I mentioned, this is a 720p projector. That is the native resolution of this projector. However, it can intake anything up to 1080p signal and then just downsample that. In my experience, using this on a wall, it's quite large and you get a pretty nice clean pictures. The focal adjustment button is pretty good to get sharp focus. The keystone adjustment in the back is also very good, just in case you want to make adjustment when the projector is not on a flat surface. So guys, overall it's a pretty nice projector for about $200. I think this is a really good price for this type of projector. Normally I'm looking online, other projector are roughly $300-400 for a 720p projector. So in general, this is a pretty good price and the quality of this projector is pretty good. You also have the option of the built-in multimedia player, so that's pretty good for watching movies and stuff off the USB stick. Even in a pinch you can use the built-in speaker, which is pretty loud, but it doesn't have any dynamic range or anything like that. So I would expect that most people will output this to some speaker system. My only complaint really is just the size of the projector is pretty large. As you can see how thick it is. So this is definitely a full-size projector and not something that you can just carry around all over the place. So guys, that is pretty much my review of this Ragu projector. I would like to say thank you to Ragu for sending this unit for me to review. I'll put the link in the description box below if you want to buy it. So what do you guys think? Is this projector worth your money? Let me know that or any other question in the comment box below, and as always, stay tuned and subscribe for more future review. Thank you.